Wade Anthony Harrison.
And where are you from, brother?
Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio, now reside in Decatur, Georgia.
And all right. What type of artwork do you do?
My artwork, as far as like what I do, is universal with my artwork. More or less, my art is musically themed. I'm sorry, musically themed. Yeah, like jazz, mostly jazz. A lot of reggae, because I'm into reggae big time. And I was just starting to get into, I was going to start doing some hip hop pieces, but I got sidetracked a little bit, but I'm going to get back on it.
So what do you do, like the artists? You like to do a lot of different portraits and artists?
Yeah, I do a lot of portraits and stuff like that.
Identify your pieces for us.
Okay, first of all, like I say, pieces I have in here right now are reggae musicians and producers from like the 50s on up to like probably 70s. I would say, yeah, 70s. Well, I go beyond the 70s because Lee Scratch Perry is still producing reggae. He does a lot of dub reggae. I call that one the Upsetter. That was one of his names, one of his many nicknames, and I call that that's called the Upsetter. And all the words on the painting were songs that he produced from like the 60s on up to the 70s and stuff. And he was like one of the first producers that helped Bob Marley get his voice. And the reason I put the reels on there, for all you old school heads out there that know what reels are, that's what he used to put his music on. And he would take his, he was real weird and eccentric back then, but he would take his reels and bury them in his back of the studio and stuff like that.
Really?
And of course the tricolors and stuff like that. And then Augustus Pablo, I call that one Java. And he was Augustus Pablo was really big into dub and playing this the melodica. And he was produced by King Tubby. So that was like one of his big songs back then was called Uptown Rocker meets the what's Uptown Rocker, but that's the one Augustus Pablo. And then U-Roy, he is the forefather and the godfather of what we call rap. And his big song was Raise the Ball. And a lot of the people in Jamaica back then were big into his toasting and stuff like that. Okay. So that's why I put his lyrics on there, Raise the Ball. And then Sir Coxon is one of the biggest. He passed away, but he was one of the biggest reggae producers back in the 50s and 60s and 70s and stuff like that. In the 80s. Yeah, until he passed on. And his record label was called Studio One. And Studio One was like the Motown of Jamaica. And everybody their mother came through his record label and stuff like that. And then the last piece I wanted to do, but like I said, I got set back, was it would tie everything in with hip hop versus reggae. There's no such thing as hip hop versus reggae because if it wasn't for reggae, it wouldn't be hip hop because of Kool Herc. And that was one of the pieces I wanted to do, but I never got around to it. But I would do that with eventually. But that's my word, and I stand by it.
So does that mean that it's a series together, like a 5-piece series?
Yeah. But like the reggae stuff was already a series that I did back in my hometown in Toledo. It was like a bunch of, because I got more reggae pieces at home, but I didn't want to submit those and stuff like that. These are my best ones, and I feel proud of them. I feel proud of all my work, but these are the ones that stand out the most.
How do you get your ideas for your artwork?
Music. I listen to a lot of music. I mean, I've been listening to music ever since I was a little kid. Started out with Parliament Funkadelic. I'm old, so it started out with Parliament Funkadelic, and then it went on to like hip hop first started coming around, and I was into hip hop. But like I say, the thing that tied into hip hop was the reggae. I was always into reggae, and like I say, U-Roy was one of the people I used to listen to. So then like I said, when hip hop first started really coming out there, and I started researching the hip hop and stuff like this.
Okay. What are your plans for your artwork in the future?
Keep painting, keep on producing, keep on putting my name out there, keep on doing what I do, doing what I love with my passion. So.
All right. And where do people find you online?
Facebook right now, and a few little art sites, but Facebook's the main one.
Okay. Thank you very much, brother.
I'm sorry. I want to thank my wife inside. I want to thank my wife for being such an inspiration to me and things like that. So,
all right.
Helen and Harrison.
All right, thank you. Wade Harrison, everybody.
Yeah.